All right, let's talk about a really big idea. How do you learn faster and actually remember more in a world that just never seems to slow down? Well, we're going to dive into something called microlearning, and I promise it's about to change the way you think about picking up new skills.
Now, seriously, what if I told you that you could actually get a handle on a new concept or learn a practical skill in the time it takes you to make a cup of coffee? That is the incredible promise of microlearning, and we're about to show you exactly how it all works.
So here's our game plan. We're going to start with what microlearning is and why it's so important right now. Then we'll get into the secrets of making really great content, give it a boost with AI, hand you a simple recipe to make your own, and wrap up with the common mistakes to avoid. Let's do this.
Okay, so you've probably heard this buzzword, microlearning, thrown around a lot. But what does it actually mean? Let's break it down to its core.
That's it. It's really that simple. You see, it's not about just taking a long lecture and shrinking it down. No, it's about designing learning from the very beginning to be laser-focused and incredibly efficient. Just one goal, one piece of content, in just a few minutes.
And here's the thing, you've already experienced this probably 1,000 times. That quick YouTube video that taught you how to tie a specific knot? Yep, that's microlearning. A flashcard on a language app? That too. A single quiz question, or even a short podcast clip you listen to on your way to work? It's all just learning that fits right into the little pockets of your day.
You'll hear it called all sorts of things. Learning snacks, chunks, bursts of knowledge. But honestly, don't get lost in the names. They all point to the exact same powerful idea. Giving you knowledge in small, satisfying, and really easy to digest pieces, exactly when you need it most. So, if the idea is so simple, why is it absolutely blowing up right now? Well, the answer really lies in the challenges that we all face every single day.
I mean, let's be real, our attention is all over the place, and we almost never have hours to just block out for some long traditional course. We need answers now. And that's the real power of just-in-time learning. You learn what you need right when you need it, often while you're in the middle of doing something else. It's exactly what our modern world demands.
And you know, there's some pretty powerful science that explains why traditional learning often just doesn't work for us. This right here is called the forgetting curve, and it shows that without any kind of reinforcement, we forget a staggering amount of information almost immediately. In fact, after just one day, we can lose over 60% of what we heard in a long lecture. It's brutal. And this is where the difference becomes so clear. Traditional courses, they take hours or days, our retention is low, and we apply the knowledge much later, if we even remember it at all. Microlearning completely flips that. It takes minutes, it boosts retention with focused repetition, you can apply it immediately, and it keeps engagement sky high. It's a total game changer.
Okay, so we know why it's so effective. But what exactly makes a piece of micro-content actually work? Let's break down the essential ingredients for making it stick in your brain. This is basically your checklist for success. First, one single goal. Not two, not three, just one. Keep it short, under 5 minutes is the sweet spot. Use simple language that anyone can get. Try to add one interactive thing, like a question or a quick poll, and make sure it's easy to find later when you need a quick refresher.
And please, here's a critical warning. The temptation is always to cram as much as you possibly can into those few minutes. Just don't do it. A great micro lesson is not a shrunken lecture. It's a focused, powerful punch of information that solves one specific problem.
And now for the really exciting part. How in the world can we create all this amazing content without spending all of our time doing it? Well, the answer is artificial intelligence.
Think of AI as your ultimate accelerator for microlearning. It can take stuff you already have, like a 1-hour webinar or a really dense document, and automatically break it down into these perfectly sized, focused microlessons.
Imagine this. You give an AI an hour-long presentation. In just minutes, it intelligently finds the 10 most important concepts, it writes a short script for a video on each one, and it even suggests catchy titles and quiz questions for you. This isn't science fiction. This is something you can do right now.
So, are you feeling inspired? Good, because now I'm going to give you a super simple playbook to create your very first piece of microlearning. Here it is, your 3-step recipe. First, pick one, and I mean only one thing you want your viewer to learn. Second, write a really short script. Third, structure it with the 10-40-10 rule, a 10-second hook to grab them, 40 seconds for the main point, and a 10-second call to action or a key question. And let's just pause on that script length for a second. 60 to 120 words, that's it. We're talking about a single paragraph. This isn't some scary, intimidating thing. You could literally write this in 5 minutes. And here's a quick pro tip, especially for platforms like YouTube. Get rid of the boring academic titles. Go for a title that promises a direct benefit to the viewer. I mean, which one are you more likely to click on? It's a no-brainer, right?
Okay, before you run off and start making stuff, let's quickly cover the common pitfalls. Avoiding these is just as important as knowing what you should do.
To make your content really hit home, just remember this. Walls of text on the screen, they'll kill engagement. A stuffy, formal tone, people will just tune out. If there's no practical example, the lesson won't stick. And if you go over 5 minutes, you're literally breaking the core promise of microlearning.
So, we're not going to end with a summary. We're going to end with a challenge for you. Think of one idea, one skill, one concept, one fact that you know really well. Now grab a timer, set it for 5 minutes, and just try to script out a 60-second micro lesson for it. Don't worry about perfection, just try it. You're going to be amazed at what you can create.